In the next 10 slides, I will explore the influences that made me into the reader and writer I have become. My earliest memories of reading are from my childhood. This is a picture of my mother, Betty Walsh, who raised 6 children, but also spent 35 years teaching 5th grade. Despite the craziness of raising 6 very active children, my mom always found time to read to me. She loved to read fairy tales to me. I remember loving Cinderella as a young child, and my mother sought out several different versions of that tale and read them to me. Going to the library with Mom during the summer was our special time because my siblings often declined to go, and Mom and I would head there together. The building that looks like a lighthouse is the Mentor on the Lake Library branch. One summer, I read so many of their young adult books that they had to transfer books from the main branch just so that I had something new to read. My mom knew that our family was pretty traditional, with the boys' sports reigning. She would introduce me to texts with strong female characters. Click on the Free to Be You and Me link to hear an excerpt from a child's record we would listen to together. Shaping me into a reader was Mom's way of helping me see possibilities before me. I started to want to be like the authors, not the characters. My first stories were an early version of fan fiction, as I would retell or extend fairy tales I had learned as a child. My 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Lishing, noticed my strong reading skills and personalized my reading curriculum. By 6th grade, the school had to find supplemental texts for me to read because I had finished their entire reading program. Here are some of the texts I read, both in and out of school, that were my favorite as a teen. I loved complex characters and absurdism. By the end of high school, my movie and TV preferences reflected that as well. Every Friday night as a freshman in college, I needed to be in my dorm at 9 p.m. to watch Twin Peaks. My music preferences explored issues of justice and identity, themes I love to both read and write about. I became a newspaper reporter after college, driven by a search both for justice and my own writer identity. Ultimately, I wanted to become a teacher because of my belief in the power of language, the same power that shaped me, and the power that has been used to perpetuate injustice